All right, I took quite a bit of video of this process, like in between the one I'm doing now and the first one I did, but I think I'll just rather just cut to the chase here. I think I can kind of show you what I ended up doing. I guess for those who may be interested, these were more or less these replacement speakers that I bought, the little replacement speakers for these headphones, or for like Bose. I can try to link them in the comments just so everybody knows what I was using. I had nothing to reference by, obviously. I don't even think the original ones were bad. I don't even think these guys necessarily were bad. Really, this for me was just trying to improve on the sound a little bit. I guess my final synopsis as far as whether it was worth it or not is that they don't sound bad at all. They just still don't have the bass that I guess your modern speakers would have today. So I guess I would recommend doing this upgrade if you happen to buy a set of these and maybe the speakers are blown or got damaged along the way and you just wanted to throw something else in there. So with that being said, I'll still use these because honestly I don't have a pair of headphones other than the Apple EarPod type that I use with my phone. But I have nothing. This is the only pair I have for my stereo. So I will continue to use these. If you notice here, this is what the speaker looks like. Probably easier to do this with them out, but basically what I did on this side, or actually I probably should show you the other side first. What I did was I took the covers, the original covers here, and these covers here, these hard covers, and initially I glued the speakers, the new speakers, into them. Not on the front, obviously, because the whole front of these speakers are pretty much they move. I mean, there's really no outer rim around them. They're pretty much the whole front of the speaker is the speaker that moves when it plays. So, but it looked like that there was some offset around the outer edges of the speaker, which would allow me to glue it. And you can see it fits in there really nice. Obviously, there's space around the outer side because this cover is bigger than the speaker. But I did that for both of these speakers, and I was getting some really bad distortion from the right side. So my guess was that I got really lucky with the left side, and it wasn't touching the speaker when I turned it up. And as the speaker moved, because these little speakers will actually move pretty good, that it wasn't touching the cover on the left side, but the right side it was. So I ended up pulling it off and trying it one more time with another speaker to make sure it wasn't the actual speaker, and it still did it. So what I did on the second go around, and I know this looks really sloppy, I don't know how well this is zoomed in. Let's see if I can try to focus in there a little bit, but what I ended up doing, just for the sake of hearing it clear, was I flipped the cover around and actually glued the back side of the speaker to it. And the main reason is just because this cover fits into the portion of the Pioneer speaker, like on the inside. It's made to fit there. So, and then as you can see, there's a lot of glue. I kind of went nutty with the glue gun, but this is really sitting in there now. Now the one problem, obviously, as you can tell from this side to this side, is that this side protrudes out further. So, and with these pads being really worn out and not a whole lot to them, when I put these on now, my ear touches this a little bit. So I'm thinking if I could find some replacement pads, I could get these off my ear where my ear wouldn't be touching these. But the good news is with it like this, I don't get the distortion. So I would recommend, if somebody were to try this, to use the covers that go over the original speakers, flip them around, and then glue them into the hole. And then obviously pull your wires through. There's like several little holes around the covers. Pull the wires through and then solder the speakers, each speaker wire to each post, and then put a little hot glue on the back side the little magnet on the back of the speaker, and then just hold it in place in the center of this cover, and then you're set. And then like I said, some thicker pads would keep it off your ear, and then maybe even getting something that you could maybe, I'm not even sure what you could do, but I'm not sure if just a thin layer of foam pad would impede this speaker at all. That, you know, as far as not causing any more vibration. But like I said, I think if you get a good enough pair of these, you probably don't want to tear into them. These were a $5 flea market find, so for me it really wasn't a big deal. But really not a lot to it. If you know, even if I'm not an ace with a soldering gun, but you don't even need solder if you buy these type of speakers, because it already has enough solder on each of the posts that you really just need to get it hot. So you just really need a soldering gun. I used a pencil type, and then you just get it, wait for your soldering gun to get hot enough, and then you just put the wire on and on top of the post, and once you see it, you know, melt, you just let off and give it a few seconds to dry, and she's set. So even for the novice, I think this is pretty doable. And then obviously you need a glue gun. I got one off of Amazon just for this project. I think it came with like 50 glue sticks for like $7.99. So, and I'll try to post a link to that too if you like. But all in all, not bad. I'll cut it up here. Yeah, like I said, it don't sound bad. It's just not a ton of bass. I'm still using my Pioneer here. The loudness is even too much, so I just usually try to use the bass knob here, but it's just not gonna really put out a ton of bass. I do, if anything, they have plenty of highs, so I do have my treble turned back just a bit. But like I said, for as old as they are, definitely not a bad little project. Wouldn't not recommend anybody trying it if they wanted to, you know, get a cheap pair and just do it. But and it wouldn't even hurt to maybe look at some other speakers on the market. Like I said, I had nothing to go by, so this is just the set that I got. And I think they actually, I'm not even sure if I ordered 4. I thought I only ordered 2 of these, but they sent me 4. It's possible I ordered 4 and just don't remember, but I think it was like $15 for the 4 speakers, so certainly not anything to break the bank. So like I said, if anybody's got any questions, just let me know. But just wanted to follow up on that and let everybody know how it went. All right, y'all have a good one.